A friend of mine recently inspired me to try some gluten-free recipes. And while I had the option of purchasing gluten-free flour or flour substitutes in the grocery, I wanted to try and experiment a bit with the stuff I had in my pantry. Now I got this idea to do this recipe after doing the oats and flaxseed bread video. I thought if I could make bread with that mixture, I could probably use it for cookies as well. So I decided to take this recipe that you could find at the back of the cover for the Quaker Oats container and tweak it to make it gluten-free and vegan. I mean, if we go in hipster, it's best we go all the way. So for this recipe, I'm using golden flaxseed, but the brown one would work just as good. I'm also using some oats, raisins, cardamom, freshly grated tonkabean, and you could find tonkabean in the market, vanilla essence, baking soda, brown sugar, and olive oil. First off, we want to hydrate the raisins. So add about 1/3 of a cup of hot water to the raisins and leave them to soak while we deal with the other ingredients. And to create the flour substitutes, we're going to grind the flaxseed and the oats in a coffee grinder. Now, you could go out and buy flax flour and oat flour, but there's a huge price difference between the regular flax and oats and the flour versions. My advice would be to spend $200 and invest in a coffee grinder. It's definitely one of those kitchen gadgets that will take your kitchen adventures into a whole new realm. Guaranteed or your money back. Next, I'm going to grind the flaxseed. So you definitely want to grind this in batches so the grinder could do its job properly. You want to turn the grain into a fine powder or flour. And as you could see, I'm doing a little MacGyver business here with my grinder. It fell some time ago and the power button broke, so I'm using anything I could find to get it going. Once it getting the job done, Dread, don't watch no face. So check this out. The flaxseed is now in powder form, and this literally takes 30 seconds. In 30 seconds, I already save you about $30 or $40. Trust me, this appliance worth the investment. Next, we want to create a flax egg. Now, a flax egg is a paste using 2 teaspoons of flax meal and about 3 to 4 teaspoons of water. You want to combine that and set it aside while you work on the other ingredients. Remember, this is a vegan recipe as well, so we're doing this as an egg substitute. This is going to be our binding agent for the cookie dough. Now we want to grind the oats same way. And again, in 30 seconds, I just save you another $30 to $40. Cuisine should be paying me to promote this product. Sadly, they not. In a large bowl, add the oat flour, add the flax flour. You want to sift in the baking soda, and this is to ensure that we don't get any chunks or lumps of baking soda in the mixture. Add the cardamom, tonkabean. You want to add the brown sugar. Then you want to combine that thoroughly. And you really want to make sure that the dry ingredients are well combined. Add the oats and combine well. Then you want to add the raisins. Now don't add the water that the raisins were soaking in yet. You want to check the consistency of the cookie dough before you do. If the raisins retained enough water, then the dough should be moist enough. But if it isn't, we could always add in the liquid later on. You want to add the olive oil and the flax egg. Now you want to use a wooden spoon and start to combine. At this point, you'll be able to tell if you don't have enough liquid or if you need to add some more. So I could see that it needed some more liquid, so I went ahead and added the liquid that the raisins were soaking in. After mixing with a spoon for about a minute, I realized it would just be better if I used my hands. So I went in and used my hands to form the cookie dough. So yeah, forget about that spoon thing. Better to use your hands. It will come together much better. And once the cookie dough comes together, you can go ahead and chill it in the fridge for a while if you want, but I'm not sure that will make any difference here. It's not like we're using butter and flour, so I went ahead and started forming my cookies one time. I used 1/8 of a cup measure to form my cookies, and this gave me 3 dozen cookies. Of course, you can make these as big or as small as you want. You could go for a very thin cookie, but I wanted mine to be chewy and have a little body. So I portioned them out with the measuring cup, and then I used my hands to gently flatten them a bit just to get them into a cookie shape and not this nugget shape that they had. You want to preheat your oven at 350 degrees and bake these for 9 minutes. Now the next step is very important. Once they're out the oven, remove them from the baking tray and put them on a rack to cool. This will ensure that the bottom firms up to make sure that the cookie has that snap. And check it out here, we looking real proper. Nice snap on the cookie, but we still have that chewy factor going on. And the spices add a nice dimension of flavor to it, and they're not too sweet, which is perfect for me. Of course, the full measurements can be found on the website so you could follow along at home. And don't be afraid to taste the dough before you bake it and tweak the recipe so you could get your desired sweetness. You could either add more sugar or more honey to sweeten it. And I already seeing adding some ginger powder and some chopped pecans to this would take it to the next level. But honestly, as is, these real best. So you see, with a little experimentation, we took this recipe from Quaker Oats and made it our own. So don't be afraid to try new things in the kitchen. That is what it's all about, having fun and learning new things. If you like this recipe, please give the video a thumbs up and give it a share. And if you do try it, be sure to post your photos and tag us in them. And remember to subscribe to our channel for more great content. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Mm-hmm.